Slam Sector contains levels of brain rot that may be harmful or traumatizing to some audiences. Viewer discretion is advised.
Woo!
Woo!
Oh no! I don't know what's happening.
What the fuck just happened?
I don't know. The stream just started controlling itself. I didn't do that.
The stream has become sentient?
Stream? Hello?
An abominable intelligence?
Apparently.
God, can you imagine the abominable
Oh my
intelligence
god.
from the stilled Slam Sector? What that would be like?
How are we already so scuffed?
Extra scuffed.
Wow.
I'm gonna check and make sure we're actually live.
I mean, it looks like we're live. Yeah, we're live. Why stream? Well, because this is Slam Sector After Dark. What do you mean, why stream? This is actually, believe it or not, despite what that says, not Kark Tank.
Kark Tank!
Apparently my stuff broke. So, what we're going to be doing today is a cute little game show called Lore or Lie. Oh my god.
Who the fuck is Lorelei?
Yeah, who's Lorelei?
Don't worry about it. I don't know what's going on with this thing.
What's the poll prediction?
Well, let's see. With one vote, Ryan is predicted to win the game show. Who could have done this?
Is Ryan the voter?
Probably, yeah.
Okay.
Ryan, are you the voter?
Yeah, it was me.
Ryan would never do that.
I would always do that.
Well, if you were paying attention, the first one probably got spoiled for you. But we will be playing Lorelei, which is I'm going to be presenting both of you a fact from Warhammer 40,000 lore. It's up to you to determine whether that is a real piece of lore or if I'm lying to you.
Now, how does this work? You're like, do we need something to write on?
No.
To, like,
So
write
I'll give you the fact. I'll present it to you, and then I'll ask Sean, "Is this lore or lie?" And I'll ask Ryan, "Is this lore or lie?"
And it will alternate who goes first.
Does it have to?
Well, for parody, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, sure. I'll alternate.
You watched the game show before?
There are 15... Well, there's no information given besides I think this is true or false.
Well, we could also hold up a... Ryan, I mean, I don't know. Do you have a piece of paper? We can hold up
I
a piece of
can't
paper.
read that.
I can get a piece of paper.
All
I
right.
can get my whiteboard if I really wanted.
Get your whiteboard. Sean,
Right,
get
so
your remarkable.
Oh, good idea.
Hell yeah, we're off to a great start. Lore or lie? I barely know her. True. I'm drinking long drink today. It's pretty good. I don't actually know what it is. It's a strong citrus sparkling refreshment. Mad Hatter 007.
Mad Hatter, I hardly know her.
Damn, bro.
Jill's sister is a long drink, like, rep.
Oh, really? Interesting.
Yeah, I don't know what that means or how that works. But
Is it a long drink? It's actually just a normal sized drink, believe it or not.
But a long drink means that it's been lengthened by seltzer. So long drink, when you lengthen a drink, it means you've made some sort of cocktail and then increase the volume with seltzer.
Oh. Okay, then I guess it's long-ish. I don't know. Ryan? Ryan? Ryan?
I don't know where my eraser went, so I'm gonna have to use a sock.
Use your hand. Or your tongue. Lick it off. Yeah.
There's a lot of extraneous bullshit on this, so I'm gonna.
How
just
tall
use
is the
one
drink? I
quadrant.
don't know. It's just the size of a standard can. Wait, Ryan, please don't do this on stream. Ryan, oh my god.
I'm erasing whiteboard. I promise.
It's like the video of that guy on Omegle that's like cleaning his dishes.
Yeah. Whoops. All right. It's kind of a big whiteboard.
Oh my god. Sean, are you ready?
I'm ready-ish.
Okay. Ryan, you're ready?
Yeah. I'm good to go.
Hell yeah. Alright. So here's our first lore fact. There is a creature that looks like a towel and drops on its prey to eat its face. Is this
Oh no, my
lore or lie?
marker's not working. Uh-oh.
I can't believe Ryan's done this.
Well, I didn't expect my marker to just fail me. Look. Oh god, that one doesn't work either.
Oh my
It works
goodness.
Not well. You didn't tell me to make sure my whiteboard was ready to go.
Well,
Alright.
because I was just gonna have you say it out loud.
There's no fun in that. There we go. Oh, that barely works. I'm ready.
Alright, show me your answers.
Lore.
Can you read that?
Yeah!
Lore.
Alright.
It's in Necromunda. There's mine.
Lore! This is in fact the Catachan face eater. It lives in damp areas and drops on its prey to suffocate it while it digests its prey's face.
Well, you know what? That's not what I thought it was.
And there's a picture of it. Right there.
Yeah.
It looks
That-
like
that
a
is
towel.
That's just a towel.
Don't forget to grab a towel.
Can you guess in chat? Yeah, you can guess in chat. I don't see why not. Sean, Ryan, don't look at chat.
Alright, let me close chat real quick.
Alright, that is a point for the both of you.
Woot woot.
Woot woot.
Trying to find a better marker. I'm ready. I'm just.
Sean, are you ready? You look like you're doodling. Are you doodling?
Yeah. I'm just thickening up my lore, and then I'll.
Oh, you have another page that's going to be lie?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, okay.
Oh, look at you, Mr. Fancy Pants. I guess I could have gotten
Yeah.
my iPad.
Yeah, true.
Alright, well, this is more fun.
Alright. Fact number 2. Fulgrim was married 5 times. Is this lore or lie?
Alright, that marker works way better. Oh my god. The dry erase discolored my sock.
Are you both ready?
Yeah.
Reveal your answers.
No shot.
Oh, you think this is
Lore.
lie?
Lord.
This
Say
is, in fact, lore. Most of
my
them,
God.
most of them were political marriages, but he claims to have loved at least some of them, and he says he outlived all of them in one way or another, whatever that means.
That's a fucking weird thing to say.
Presumably, some of them died of old age, or some of them were maybe murdered. So, one way or another, he outlived all of
I
them.
mean, he seems the type.
Well, he's also real old, you know? He's a Primarch. They do that. So that is another point for Ryan. So there's going to be 15 of these, so we got 13 left. Fact number 3. A Genestealer cult conducted a rebellion so complex that they accidentally overthrew themselves. Lore or lie?
See, the nice thing about my setup is you can see my hands, so you know I'm not cheating by looking things up.
I trust Sean.
I do too.
I have a long history of whiteboard-based competition, and
True.
specifically losing whiteboard-based competition. So you know I'm not cheating.
Are you both ready?
I'm ready.
Yeah.
Shit, fuck.
Hold on. Yeah.
Reveal your answers.
I think this
Sean
is
thinks this is lore. Ryan thinks this is lore. This is a lie. I made this the fuck up.
All right. All
Wow.
right. Now, here's the thing about that. The galaxy is a big place. I guarantee you it's happened somewhere in 40k.
Yeah, maybe. It's not in the lore.
So I think we can all agree we're going to put an asterisk somewhere.
Hey, maybe all of the ones that are lies actually happened somewhere in the galaxy. We don't know.
Fulgrim couldn't have not gotten married somewhere. Well, there is the clone. His clone never has been married.
Uh-huh. Yeah. Or has it? We don't know.
Maybe it's just chumming it up with Trazen.
Traz in the infinite. Alright. Next fact. The original Tau battlesuits were steam-powered. Is this lore or lie? Zach, if you know this one in chat, let us know. Are you both ready?
Uh-huh.
I'm ready.
This is lore in the book Crisis of Faith. Oh.
You want us to
gotta
show
get our
our
answers
answers
first.
No. I knew you were both wrong.
Whoa!
So no points. In Crisis of Faith, Farsight, there's a scene where Farsight's walking through like an old weapons display basically, and it's shown that first generation battlesuits were in fact steam powered.
That's
See,
wild.
I figured if that was true that I would have seen someone do a conversion of one somewhere before now.
Maybe they have. I don't know.
I assumed you took an actual thing, like they were powered by like something, and you're like, it'd be funny if I changed that to Steam. And that's
No,
what I
they
figured.
were straight up steam powered.
You're right. I shouldn't have given you. You're right. I shouldn't have given you that much credit.
Whoa! Whoa! Hold on!
I think he needs to lose a point for that one. honestly.
Ryan, you're gonna lose a point for trying to make me take a point away from Sean.
Yeah, lose a point for
That was
sucking up
clearly
to
a
the
joke.
judge.
That was clearly a joke.
No
Can
joking.
we not have fun here? Can
No.
we not have fun here? Is that
We don't
that's
do
not
that.
allowed?
We don't do fun here.
Okay. All right. I'll behave better.
What was that? Oh, that was you. Sean's pushing buttons.
I don't think it was loud enough. I apologize.
It was pretty
yeah,
quiet.
I could hear it in the background.
It was pretty quiet. All
Is
right.
this the old one?
This is where the fun begins.
Oh, that's louder.
There it is.
This is where the fun begins.
Yep. All right. Next fact. A rattling sniper once single-handedly stopped an Orc-Wa by killing the war boss's pet squig. Is this lore or lie? Ready?
Yeah.
Reveal.
This for sure, lore.
More.
This is a lie. I made this the fuck up. I made this up! What was that about giving me too much credit, Sean?
I swear to God, I remembered reading that.
No points. I can't believe this. No points.
This is now a game of Sean and me versus Jordan.
You're not even against
Sean
each other
and I.
anymore?
No, I mean I've already.
Are you guys in cahoots, like in a Discord private chat or something?
Yeah.
I can't believe this.
We have subtle hint, like the way I wiggle my pen tells him what I'm voting for. We went over it beforehand.
And the way that I don't look up at the camera tells him what I'm voting for.
Yeah.
I can't believe
His body
this.
language. Yeah.
I can't believe
We're here.
this.
We're just here to sabotage your game.
You both lose already. Next question. Ahriman can and will seduce demonettes. Is this lore or is this a lie?
I know what I want. And so I'm gonna
Imagine
go
if
with
John
that.
liked memes. True.
I can't.
I'm gonna go
say.
with that.
You're both ready?
Yeah.
Reveal.
I want this to be true so bad.
Lore?
I have seen memes of him seducing.
Yeah.
Steven
This
Adams.
is lore. In the book
Say
Dawn of
my
War
name.
Tempest, it's explained that Ahriman can seduce demonettes by promising them pleasures that he would never have to fulfill.
Yeah. See, you didn't say that he actually like did anything with them because I don't think he would. I don't think he cares about stuff like that.
No, probably not. I mean,
But I have seen little meme comics of demonettes being like, "Oh my God, it's Ahriman."
yeah,
So
that's very funny to me. That's
stick
a
with
good
your
bit of lore.
memes, kids, and you'll learn something.
It's true.
I have my. Where is he? I literally just had him a minute ago. Oh no, this is
Also-
my sorcerer and Terminator. I'll have to make one of my 2 Ahrimans have a bunch of demonettes around him.
Just
I
like
mean-
on the floor.
Yeah,
There's
well,
a
maybe the
reason
one on
his-
disc. Maybe the one on disc, so that they're like all like lounging on the disc, like
There's a
slave Leia
reason
pose.
his armor has such big nips.
True. That's how he seduces them with
Yeah.
the big psychic nips.
Yeah. Psychic nips.
Yo, that's going. Hold on. That's gonna go on the band name list. Hold on.
Psychic
Big,
nips.
big psychic nips.
Yeah. All right. Big psychic nips. Next fact. Using a space rock for an orbital bombardment is not free and will earn you a trip to the blue chair. Lore or lie?
Is there a reference here that I'm missing?
No, you just
No?
you know.
Is
what
it
do you
lore or
think?
lie?
What do you think?
Reveal.
I'm ready. I
Lore?
remember this White Dwarf article.
Lore? This is in fact lore! According to the Office of Imperial Outlays, it costs 9.8 million Imperials to position and use a rock for orbital bombardment. It costs 2.9 million Imperials for a standard bombardment using Melta warheads.
I realized I showed my hand
Oh.
too much on that one.
I would,
Gave Sean a hint.
if you haven't already, I would just Google rocks are not free and like read the excerpt from this article. It's very funny.
Yeah. It's like a Imperial email response to a guy asking why they can't bombard planets with rocks, and it's like an Imperial agent like telling them all the problems. It's pretty funny.
Did I miss a point? Did I give you guys both a point in the last one? I don't know. Maybe.
I-
I'm gonna say yes.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah,
you
yeah.
did it.
Yeah. So
You're
the
doing a great
blue
job, Jordan.
the blue chair thing is like explicitly not explained at all. It's just you have to sit in the blue chair as punishment. All right.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know what that is.
And blue is in all caps. All right.
You don't want to sit in the blue chair.
You don't want to sit in the blue chair. Next fact. The Tyranids developed a bioform specifically to mimic Eldar bone singers.
Does that require me to know what a Eldar Bone Singer is?
We talked about them. We talked about it on After Dark when we were talking about the lore retcons.
Okay, but that requires me to have, like, retained that knowledge.
Where they basically
Okay,
like
so-
sing Wraithbone into existence, you know?
So here's the thing, right?
Yeah.
We had this one episode, you weren't there. I did a whole dissertation on Necromunda. Ryan assumed that it was because I was super well versed in Necromunda lore, and then brought something up to me like weeks later, and I went, "What the fuck are you talking about?" Because none of that was retained. It was all for that specific episode, and that specific episode only. These
Well-
are snapshots. These are.
Hey, even if you don't know, you can take a guess.
Hey, I don't remember the question. Oh, it's right there.
It's in front of you?
Mhm. Okay.
5. You ready?
I'm done. I was just
Both
drawing
ready?
Something.
We know.
Yeah.
All right. Reveal.
Do you?
Lore?
It's
Lore?
a singing bone. You see it?
Lie.
Fuck you.
I made it up! I made it up! It's not real!
Damn it.
My source? I made it the fuck up!
He keeps getting us, Sean. I don't like this.
You've fallen for all of my lies!
Ugh.
Next fact. A Catachan jungle fighter once killed a Hellbrute with nothing but a sharpened spoon. Lore or lie?
So here's the problem, right?
Uh-huh.
The problem, Ryan, is this is too stupid to not be true, right?
And the space rock thing isn't?
But
Oh, to not be true.
no, right, exactly. Like the space rock thing, like it was too specific
Yeah.
and too stupid to not be true, right? And this is the same like instance. Whereas like that Bone Singer question, right? Like that was like a reasonable like thing to say about the Warhammer universe. So therefore you know it's not true. But at this point, 7 questions in, has Jordan now switched strategies in picking and choosing questions? So does he know that, hey, the first several I've used were this way, and now I'm going to switch up the tactic just to keep them on their toesy pants?
Or are you trying to gaslight me right
Yeah,
now?
true. Is this mental? Is this mind games?
Or am I trying to gaslight Ryan into saying a different answer?
Well, let's find out. Are you both ready?
I'm ready.
Yeah.
Reveal. Lore and
Lore.
You guys keep guessing the same thing. It's a lie. I made it up. It's not real. I sit on a throne of lies.
Damn it.
Hey, if you haven't checked it out, check out our playlist on the channel that is the Throne of Lies mini campaign that we did. That was fun. Our little narrative campaign. Gene Stealer Coles versus Custodes. That was a good time.
Should have known you were full of lies.
Well, yeah. That's why they pay me the big bucks. Next fact. Fact number 10. The Inquisition maintains a list of 217 forbidden sandwiches. The entry for number 37 simply says, too moist. Lore or lie?
See what I'm talking about, chat?
Yeah, I see. Yeah. This one is even a better example of what you were just talking about. But
Like, chat,
the
do you see
spoon
what I'm
thing
talking
fucking
about?
got us.
Like this is a blue. Well, so my thought was a spoon. What is a spoon if not a shovel, right? And we know guardsmen love their shovels. Now, not as much Catachan fighters, but they really should. Like, really, Catachan should use shovels more. When you think
Now
about it.
let's dissect that a little bit. Is a spoon truly a shovel?
No.
Yeah, for you to shovel things like soup or cereal in your mouth.
A spoon naturally doesn't have... I mean, it did say sharpened, but a shovel has a cutting edge. A spoon does not. And so...
Does a shovel have a cutting edge, or does a spade have a cutting edge?
Shovels don't inherently have a cutting edge.
I mean, they have a... I don't know. I'm not a shovel technician, okay?
An entrenching tool has a cutting edge.
Oh, yeah.
Or is a shovel a spoon? That's true. A shovel could just be a big spoon.
This is a real chicken and egg situation. You gotta ask what came first, shovel.
Which came first, the shovel or the spoon?
What was the question? Oh yeah, sandwiches.
Is there in fact a list of 217 forbidden sandwiches? With the entry for number 37 being too moist. Are you both ready?
Yeah.
I'm ready.
Ryan, did you draw a sandwich?
I tried to draw something. It looks a little bit inappropriate, but don't.
Reveal your inappropriate drawing and also your answers. Lie? Lore?
That's a wet.
This is a lie! I made it up! There is no list of forbidden sandwiches. Maybe there should be, but there's not. That is a point for Sean. Woo!
Tied up with sandwiches.
Tied up.
Get the fuck out.
Alright. Next fact. Number 11. There's a race of tiny crabs that build technology for the Tau. Is this lore? Or is this a lie? I got a couple of Tau ones in here, huh?
Yeah, you do.
Yeah.
Yeah, the first question was about a towel.
I gotta have some Tau rep. Oh, towel. Ha! No. Minus 1 point from Sean.
Thank God.
All right.
Just kidding.
All right.
Ready? Reveal. Lore?
Oh.
Lore? This is lore. The Brachyura are from a planet annexed in the First Sphere expansion. They excel at building minuscule plasma generators for the Earthcast to put in all of their fancy inventions.
That's kind of rad.
Yeah, Epic Gamer called it in chat. Yeah, this was mentioned, I think, in the 8th edition Tau Codex. So that is a point for both of you. Next fact. Fact number 12. There was a chaos cult that thought that sneezing was a micro ritual to summon a Nurgling, and it eventually worked. Fact or cap? Lore or lie? Is this more or less ridiculous than a list of forbidden sandwiches?
That's not the question here. That's not the question here. Because if we were judging based on that, it'd be a lot easier. The question is whether or not Jordan came up with the term micro ritual on his own.
It's similar. It's similar to a microbrewery, but you know, a little different. I'm gonna let Ryan finish drawing his picture here. All right, are you both ready?
Yeah.
Reveal. Lore? I can't see what that says. That says lore?
That says lore.
See the nose?
This is a lie. This is a lie. I truly don't think that they would use the term micro ritual in 40k. To be honest, I think it's
fair.
more.
Well,
I think
I
it's
mean,
more
see-
likely that I made that up.
But see, like, what we don't know is if you're paraphrasing.
That's fair. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like the crab people, like the race of tiny crab people.
Right.
For the Tau. That was paraphrasing. Yeah. All right. Fact number 13. Perturabo had pet birds. Maybe he still has pet birds.
Now, Perturabo is the Iron Warriors guy.
Yeah.
Were you just gonna give out information?
Yeah. That's
You
not
know
the
that.
answer. That's not the answer. He's just asking who Perturabo is. I can answer that question.
So, all right. So, chat, let's talk about this.
You can't talk to chat.
I could talk to chat.
He can talk at chat.
All right, so you have the Iron Warriors and you have the Iron Hands, right? So if we call the Iron Hands Iron Man 1 and Iron Warriors Iron Man 2, in Iron Man 2, the Red Dynamo says, I want my bird. Right?
Does that answer your
that-
question?
Was that a joke?
Did that help?
Was that a joke?
All right. Reveal your answers. Lore? Ryan? Lie? This is in fact lore. Perturabo keeps birds in the command room of his flagship, the Iron Blood. The cages are kept open so that they can enter and exit the cages as they want to. Jesus Christ.
What book talks about that?
And now Sean has taken the lead. I don't know. I'd have to find it.
What book is this?
I'll tell you in a
Cite your
second.
sources.
I'll tell you in a second.
I feel like I would have remembered that if it was in any of the ones I'd read.
Chat, while Jordan looks that up, today's Tiki Mug is brought to you by this snake mug. It's a snake.
Let's see.
You don't have to look this up now. I'll look it up later.
But it's lore. Just trust me, bro.
I trust that. I'm just curious.
Source, trust me, bro.
Source, just trust me, bro. Yeah, Sean has now taken the lead. Moving on to fact number 14, our penultimate fact here. Imperium scientists created a bird, back on the topic of birds, that could mimic any sound It once caused a week-long friendly fire incident when it mimicked the sound of lasgun fire. Are you both ready?
I just hate these questions.
Why?
So,
Uh-huh.
okay. All right.
Ready?
Yeah.
Reveal! Lie? Lore? This is a lie. The bird that can mimic all the sounds, that shit's from Hunger Games.
Yeah.
What are those things?
Birds
The
birds
mocking
aren't
jays?
Mockingjays.
Birds aren't real. Just like that, Ryan ties it back up. We have one more fact.
You keep calling them facts, and that
Well, I don't know what
It's
else to
not-
call it. I don't know what else to call it. So it's a fact. The only challenger
There's
to make
there's
their way
statements.
through all the gates of Zinja's Crystal Maze was a young girl with a little black dog.
Dorothy.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. It's the Wizard of Oz. But, like, it makes sense in 40k that that's the source of the myth of
Yeah.
Wizard of Oz. If this were Dresden Files, I know this would be true.
This, believe it or not, is not Dresden Files.
I know, what a shame.
What would a Dresden Files like in the 40k universe look like? I feel like they could be interesting.
I mean, it could just be Dresden Files.
I think
You know
I
what?
think they're
That's
actually-
fair.
I think they're really close. Like
You think-
Dresden Files and 40k are actually very close in a lot of ways.
Do you think
Um,
Dresden Files and it takes place in the 40k universe?
I mean, it could be like back when the warp wasn't as tumultuous, and I haven't read
My-
the Dresden Files, but I feel like it's not as
Yeah,
crazy as 40k.
my arguments no, because God exists in Dresden Files, and it does not exist in the 40k universe.
The Emperor.
He got you there.
Player,
Is
some
not
Black Templar player you are.
Damn.
God. He's a god. He's not God. He's not the white god, if you will.
The white god.
I'm sorry.
That's what they-
Wait a second. What?
No.
He's not.
That's what
He's not the creedal god.
Yeah, that's what they call him in the Dresden Files, is the white god, because he's always depicted as a blinding white light.
And a white guy for some reason.
Unclear.
Anyway, are you both ready?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Reveal-
I'm as ready as I'm going to be.
Your answers. Lore?
Oh.
Lie? Oh, this is the decider! This is in fact lore!
Fuck!
When Zinch asked the Guardian that was guarding the maze how she managed to solve the riddles, the Guardian simply said that she cheated. And yes, this is presumably based off of The Wizard of Oz. I saw somebody else say that it might also be Labyrinth, but I don't think that's true. I think
Is there a
it
black
is-
dog in Labyrinth?
There is a dog in Labyrinth. It's not a black dog, and it's not in the movie for that long, if I remember correctly. But I don't know. It's been a minute
I
since I've
mean-
seen that movie.
Labyrinth, the Goblin King is obviously a servant of Slanesh with a bulge like that.
True. Yes. Accurate.
Fair.
But Sean is officially our first lore or lie champion. Oh.
I just wanna point out that I think I've won every game show I've been a part of on this channel.
Sean is just the ultimate
Is this
champion.
the only one? Have we done a game show other than this?
We've done the miniature age, the miniature release.
Yeah,
date.
guess the
Oh.
yeah.
But
We
I
did
don't
the-
remember if I was the guest. I don't think I was the guest on that. I think I did the test game, the behind the scenes test game for that.
You did the one where we had to touch the models and guess what they were.
And then I did the touch 'em up,
You touched them up, yeah.
the feel 'em up.
But yeah, that was just a little something I threw together. I thought that was pretty fun.
I'll get you next time, Gadget.
Do you guys like that? Do you want to do that again?
I like that. I would do that again. I need a chance to redeem myself.
Ryan has to redeem himself. I think maybe if we do it in the future, I try to like theme it to a specific faction or something, you know, or I don't know, theme the episodes. Maybe not always, but yeah, I think that could be fun.
Shouldn't tell us ahead of time though.
What the theme is?
No, I should.
Oh, okay.
So we can study.
Yeah.
All right.
You can't possibly study everything about every subject in 40k.
I spent 12 years learning how to study. I'm a study master.
Oof.
I just
He's
can't
the
apply
key
it.
master.
Key master.
Yeah,
There's a
Chad.
little
If you've got a thought, a suggestion for a future game show or competitive event here on Slam Sector After Dark, please let us know.
Yeah.
Jordan,
Hop in the Discord, hang out with us, tell us about it there, because there's a channel for that. There's a channel just for you to tell us what kind of stuff you want to see on the channel.
Yeah.
What are you asking me, Sean?
I was gonna ask, are we closing out or do we still have more show? 'Cause-
No, we're closing out. That was it.
Alright,
If
cool.
if for some reason you guys care about our opinions about the World Eaters and Death Guard stuff, we'll probably do an episode covering those codexes when they come out. So that'll be fun. And then Monday
we have opinions.
we have opinions. Yeah,
There's
we've
some
been
spicy
sharing our
developments
opinions
today.
in the Discord. Yeah. Yep. Spicy developments for sure. Yeah, hop in the Discord. We've been talking about it there all day. Make sure you tune in on Monday, where we're going to be playing Imperial Knights versus Custodes, I believe is our matchup. We were originally going to do Death Guard, but we figured we might wait on that for the new codex to come out. Because I know Matt will be thrilled about that. And finally, thank you to all of our channel members. Especially our Slambo tier members, One Speed Wonder and the Alu Cord. We appreciate you guys so much. Anything else before we close out, fellas?
Congratulations, Sean, on your victory.
I'm gonna get Sean
I-
a belt, like a championship belt.
No, that leads down a whole rabbit hole I don't want to be a part of. Last time there were belts involved, it got real toxic.
What about a hat?
I could do a hat. Do a hat. Or
Hey, if
like
you
a-
guys like film trivia, make sure you check out. No, never mind.
no. Check out when Jordan and I eventually launch our film trivia show.
Yeah, and we'll run it just like this. We're gonna make shit up about movies, and you have to tell if it's fact or cap.
I like
All right.
that. Stream needs more belts.
Stream needs more
Epic
belt.
gamer.
Look, I have one of the things that I've always wanted to do is get like a championship belt made for Slam Sector that we can use for like if we run tournaments amongst ourselves or do like these game shows. Whoever wins gets to hold the championship belt until it's taken from them.
I
But it's actually, believe it or not, very expensive to get those made.
yeah.
So,
I feel like Ryan
maybe
and
one
I
day.
can make one.
Just from scratch.
Like, Well, no, some leather,
we
some
could
3D
make
printing.
one with the combination of 3D printing and like a little bit of.
Oh, that's
light
true. 3D
painting.
printing, yeah.
Uh,
But it wouldn't be, it's got to be like real like solid gold, you know?
Does it?
actual gold? No, it doesn't.
Yes, it
Maybe like
does.
computer gold.
Good night, everyone. I'll miss you. See you on Monday.